If you've recorded guitar or vocal or any other live instrument here in GarageBand iOS, you've probably been frustrated by this. When you hit record, it takes you into the microphone or the guitar amp screen, and you can't actually view the track view. So if you're trying to play along with a song, it makes it very difficult to do. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how we can use a multi-channel interface like one of these two to actually get the track view displayed while recording in GarageBand. Let's go. Hi, my name is Pete and welcome to Studio Live today, where my goal is to help you create, record and release your best music. Now, in order to do this, I need to put this up front. We do need to have a multi-channel audio interface. I've got two options here. I've got the Steinberg UR12, which is one of my favorite all-time audio interfaces. It has a microphone preamp and an instrument jack here. And then we have the Behringer UM2. If you're looking for a more budget solution, this thing's around $40, $45 US. It's very good value for money. And this, again, has two different inputs. So the reason that you need two inputs to do this here in GarageBand is the only way to get your track view while recording is to actually arm two tracks to record. So even though we may not be using both of these tracks, if we arm both of them to record here in GarageBand, it will keep us on our track view screen. What am I talking about? Let's jump in and show you right now. Now, to demonstrate how this works, I'm going to do a quick re-record of some vocals here on this track. At the moment, the track sounds like this.
What's the matter with people these days?
So what we'll do here is we'll just duplicate this vocal track. Tap that one, hit duplicate. So we've got a second vocal track here. We'll mute the original one, and now I'll record some new fresh vocals to this track here. So we're ready to go here, and you can see we've got my record light on there, and we're all good to go. Now, what do we need to do here to actually make sure that we have this? Well, we need to create a second dummy track. So that's what I've got down here below. So we've got two tracks here that we're recording on. We're only going to record on one, but we're going to set the other one to our second input so that we can stay on this screen. Let me show you how we can do that now. Now, before we set up the inputs here on the iPad, I'm going to plug in an XLR cable here into my Behringer Euphoria UM2, and then the other end is going to go into this one here, my AKG D5, just so that we've got a microphone ready to go here. So that's plugged in now, and we can set up our input here on GarageBand on the iPad. So here's the track that we want to use. We're going to come in here to the microphone option first, because the thing we need to change is this channel down the bottom here. So if we tap on channel, we can select between input 1, input 2, and stereo. So input 1 is this input here that the microphone's plugged into. Input 2 is this one. On the Steinberg, it's the same thing. Input 1, input 2. So if you were using that one, you could do the same thing. So we're going to select input 1 there for this one. And then what we can do is come back to our track view, and our second dummy track that we're going to have just underneath here, you guessed it, we're going to set for input number 2. So we're going to come in here, and instead of channel 1 there, we're going to tap that, channel number 2, and now we've got those both set. Let's come back to our track view, like so. And now what we need to do is we actually need to arm both of these. So I'm going to tap the record button. They're both now armed. I'll come back to this track, and I want to monitor just this track. So this little button here is our monitor. So we're going to turn on monitoring, and let's just see.
Check 1 2, check 1 2.
Yes, we are now coming through this microphone into this channel. So if I just bring this around here, and
what's the matter with people these days?
I'm just adjusting the input gain there.
What's the matter with people these days?
And I've got other videos all about input gain, which I will link to down in the description so you can check those out. But we're set up here now. So what's technically happening here is that we're recording from this one on channel 1, and then we're recording from the instrument input on channel 2. However, nothing's plugged in there. So that's just going to record a blank track, but that's okay because we can just delete it straight afterwards. If you were recording two different things at once, you can use the two tracks this way, but if you just want to record a vocal, set up a dummy track and do it this way, and it's going to work. So let's hit record now and do a quick test recording to show you how this works.
What's the matter with people these days? They're trying to be something more. They're worrying more about what people say than who they can do something for. We're trying to have a society here but they only care about how they appear.
So there you go. How cool is that? Here is our second dummy track. Nothing recorded on that one, but here is our track with our recording. So if we just solo this one and take a quick listen.
With people these days, they're trying to be some.
All good, and yeah, a few pops and clicks there because I was just singing straight into the dynamic microphone with no pop filter. Now, what I would technically do here, I just realized this after the fact, is I would probably bring this track all the way up to the top here so that I can actually watch my instruments as I'm going. So if we did this again, I would actually have it up here so that I can check, I can be watching the piano, the drums, and the organ for my different cues of the different sections of the song here. So just to show you what that would look like, we've still got that one and that one armed in there. If we just came back here and now hit record. Then we could actually be watching this really nicely and have all of our instruments there, and it's still recording down here on this second track as long as you have that record light on there and enabled and ready to go. So it's as simple as that. We just need a 2-channel interface over here, and then we need to be able to arm 2 tracks in here. Even if you're not going to ever use the second one, which I'm not, then you're still good to go. Now there's a few other things that I need to show you if this isn't working for you, some troubleshooting tips, which we'll finish off with, and then we'll finish the video. So if this is not working for you and you're having trouble getting the multiple different tracks in here, you may need to enable multi-track recording if you haven't already. So to do that, we tap on the settings up here in the top right and scroll down to advanced at the bottom. And here we go. The very top one is multi-track recording. So we need this one on. It should automatically turn it on once you hook up a device that has multiple channels. But if it doesn't, jump in there and set that up, and that will make you good to go for multi-track recording. So I've unplugged everything here to give you a closer look at the setup. So we've got the powered USB hub plugged into the wall because it does need AC power to function. And then its USB cable here is what we need to add the Lightning to USB adapter to, which we will do like so. And all of these products are linked in the description below if you do need to pick up any of these. So we've got that one connected. This now goes into our iPad directly like that. And the beauty part is that now all of the 7 ports on this hub are now powered and connected into this. So we can hook up microphones, audio interfaces, typing keyboards, whatever we want to directly into this one. MIDI keyboards, they can all be connected. So all we need to do now is actually connect up the Behringer UM2 or whatever interface you're using into your powered hub. So we grab a USB A to B cable, we plug the USB A end into the hub like so, and the other end goes into our Behringer UM2. If we flip that around, you can see the lights are on, everyone's home. Over here on the iPad, it says you've connected an audio device, turn on monitoring. And that is it. So yes, there are 3 different devices you need, the Lightning to USB adapter here, the interface, and a powered USB hub to get yourself all connected here. However, if you are using something like the Steinberg UR12, what you'll notice on the back of this one is it has this multiple power selector. So if we had a USB battery here, we could plug that directly into there. That will provide the 5 volts of power that will actually power this up. So if you're using a Steinberg interface, that's the advantage there. And if you want to check out all of these devices to do this yourself, head over to studiolivetoday.com/gear. There you go. That's going to do it for today. I hope you found this useful. And if you are recording here in GarageBand, that is going to help you see your tracks as you're recording. And the bonus is you get a nice quality audio interface as well to record your vocals or your guitars or whatever you're recording in a lot better quality as well. Thanks for watching. 2 more videos linked down below. Subscribe to the channel by clicking or tapping on the Studio Live Today icon, and I'll see you on the next one.